my friends, welcome back to my channel for my Moxie Life walkthrough and review for 2023. I am so excited to have these products in my hands. I can't even tell you how pumped I am to start using them. There are a couple things I'm going to share with you today that I'm going to start using literally as soon as I finish filming this video. But of course, most of the stuff actually gets saved until goal setting for 2023. Today I'm going to be reviewing for you the companion notebook set. As you guys might know, the companion notebooks are actually the Makse Life product that I have been using and enjoying for 2022. But I also have with me the quarterly daily Makse Life Planner, which is a new to me product. And then we also have a couple of new products, the Daily Reflections and Gratitude Notebook and Daily Intentions Notebook, as well as a nice little surprise along the way. So let's jump right in, shall we? We're gonna start with the companion notebook set. Now, just at a quick glance here, you can tell that the companion notebooks got an aesthetic overhaul. They are not like bright and crazy, colorful a la Erin Condren or Lisa Frank or anything like that. But when I tell you, I audibly gasped when I opened these. I'm not lying to you. I love how they are subdued and classy looking, but still have just that wonderful color. Oh my gosh, I'm absolutely obsessed with these. So this is what the 4 set looks like. You get the entire set for $58, and it includes your goal setting notebook and the 4 quarterly companion notebooks. So we're gonna start with the goal setting notebook itself. This is where you do all of your assessments and goal planning and plotting in your little book here. So I went ahead and looked through the old content here, which I'm not gonna show you too much of because like my personal stuff is in here, but rest assured, the content is the same, almost the exact same, word for word, but the layout is a little bit different. Like the blue sidebars weren't there before. All of the information is there, just structured visually a little differently. So you have your life compass. The one thing that I will say, and I'm a little perplexed by, is some of the colorful elements ended up smaller, and I'm not sure why. That is the one thing that I was really like, for me, was why is this not big, bold, and beautiful like this one? That's literally one of my only irks with this. Everything is a little bit smaller. And when I mean a little bit, it's a little bit. It's literally less than 1/10 of an inch, but I'll get to that in a second. You get your assessment, and I love this about the Moxie Life goal setting, right? It actually gives you guidance for how to rate, what actual statements to rate the various areas of your life. In the power sheets, you are given an assessment and you're given a category and you're supposed to score each category, but they don't necessarily give you any guidance on what the category, what you should be assessing. And so I love this tool because sometimes when we look at like health and wellness, if we're feeling really down on ourselves about our health and wellness goals and we're not doing our weight loss and whatever, we might score it like a 3 or a 4, right? When in actuality, you look at some of these things. I take care of my physical, mental, and emotional health. I eat well and drink plenty of water. I get enough sleep. I have a regular exercise routine. There are these things that you literally will assess and then find out what your actual number is. And you might be surprised to find that in a lot of areas, you're doing better than you think you did based on the assessment stuff that they give you here. And I actually find a lot of comfort in that. No, because we are our own harshest critics, right? Because we are our own harshest critics, we are always going to score ourselves lower than we actually deserve, for most of us anyway. And this is a great way to make sure your scoring is a little bit more fair, right? I love the assessment. I really do. Then as we zoom back out here, we have our intentions for this year, and then we have the Moxie Life way of setting goals and all of the instructions that come with that. The do's and don'ts of writing goals, the 3 different types of goals and explanations for each of those: stretch goals, progress goals, and maintenance goals. I think I'm going to be focusing a little bit more on maintenance goals than I have in the past. I listened to a podcast about it in Club Moxie, and I was like, maintenance goals. Really, really great idea. And then they guide you through your annual goals, your monthly goals, and your weekly actions, weekly reflection questions. And then this is another page that I really enjoy. This is the things to consider in each area of life. If you're stumped, They give you suggestions for ways to start when it comes to setting your goals. So like some personal goals might be self-image goals, self-worth goals, self-care goals, well-being, mental stimulation, routine, attitudes. Fun might be joy, celebration, vacations and time off, spiritual and personal growth, religion, faith, prayer, gratitude, process, charity, personal development, physical environment, home management, yard, clothes, possessions, pets. There's all sorts of things that just kind of plant the seed for like, oh, this is an area of my life that maybe I could find a goal on, right? So I love that they have this guidance right here in the assessment and the goal setting pages. Then you have this blank dot grid space. I have a post-it note here because there was one noticeable change of all of the things, one noticeable change in this booklet, and it is this. In the annual goals section, last year there were lines. This year it is a dot grid. That is the most notable difference in all of this. So you've got your 8 categories here that you set your goals in, and then you have a little vision board section, and then some goal setting quick tips, and that's it. That is the goal setting assessment part of your companion notebooks. Then you dive into your actual companion notebooks, and each notebook is meant to last you a quarter. Each one of them has a little saying embossed in beautiful silver, which I personally love. I love that this stuff is all silver based because I'm a silver girl, not a gold girl. This one says, just begin again and again. Love that. This one says, good things take time. This dark teal turquoise says, your only limit is your mind. And the gray says, trust the timing of your life. Oh my gosh, I can't decide which one I'm gonna start with, you guys. They're just so good. So, everything in the companion notebooks is pretty much the same. First, let me talk about the cover. This is what the covers were last year, different versions of this. And these are nice. I never for a second thought that these felt flimsy or anything. I thought these always felt high quality, sturdy, beautiful, whatever. They leveled up, y'all. This cover feels, it is not faux leather, but it feels like it's getting there. Like it is just, it's a plasticky cover. I don't know the exact material, but my goodness, does this feel luxurious to me. Oh my gosh. Luxurious is really the only word I can use to describe it. This feels expensive. This feels luxury. This feels deluxe. This feels like you're gonna make a difference in your life with this product. Like, oh, it's just, they're stunning. They're absolutely stunning. So, right off the bat, I love the cover. It also is a little bit stronger, so I gotta break the binding. There we go, it's official, I broke the binding on one of these. So these are your companion notebooks. These are meant to be used with a different planner of your choosing. All they are your monthly blank calendars, which is the exact same as last year, your monthly goal layout, and then your weekly goals pages. I love this. I love this so stinking much. Let me show you how I used them this past year. Admittedly, I haven't used them every week, but this is what they looked like last year. And I actually color coordinated markers so I could do 3 bullet points under each thing because I thought that 3 bullet points for each week was enough, right? It was enough. And spoiler alert, you might have heard by now, but they're actually going to be a set of Moxie markers available. I did order them, but due to shipment issues, I don't have them in my possession yet to show you. So these are not the colors of the Moxie markers that are coming out. These were markers that were in my collection that were as close as I could get. So the only difference, and again, it's the same with the assessment tool. These are, I don't know if you can tell, this is marginally, literally like maybe 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch different. I don't know if you can tell. Everything is just a little bit more condensed. I noticed it. Some people may not. I happened to notice. The font is just a little bit different, just ever so slightly. And the colorway, like spiritual and personal growth, appears to be a little bit more on the navy side instead of the turquoise side. Just a little bit. Very, very subtle differences. The purple also appears to be a slightly different color as well. And the little dots that have the image of the category are a little bit more faded in the new ones. So it's just minor design changes. That's it. And that is how this whole thing goes. These are still perforated, which I love because then I can rip them out and use them every single week with my other planner. It's been something I've been loving doing. They all look like this. So on the front, you set your goals, and on the back, you do have a little dot grid page, and on this goes. And then at the end of the month, you get a little monthly reflections where you write down your monthly reflections, you get a blank page, and then we start the next month, right? And each one of these notebooks is 1 quarter. So at the end of the notebook, you get your final monthly reflection, and then you do get a significant number of notebook pages, lined notebook pages for you to do with what you will. And then at the very end, you get your quarterly assessment, which allows you to reassess at the end of the quarter how things are going for you. And I love that. So then we flip through the notebook pages. In the very back, there's a little pocket over here. And that is it. That's what the quarterly notebooks are. Every book is the same. The covers are just different, but the insides are exactly the same. I love this tool. I've been really enjoying this tool. I think it's super valuable, especially if you have a different daily planner that you really enjoy doing, or a weekly planner, and you don't necessarily want the whole Makse Life system in a weekly vertical or weekly horizontal. You want to use it somewhere else. These are amazing tools. Amazing tools. The other thing I will mention, the reason I like these is because I'm also a Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets user. And in the Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets tending lists, the monthly goals that you set, you have one page where you set all your monthly goals. You have monthly action items, weekly action items, and daily action items. And in the weekly action items, the intention of that section is to have you setting goals that you repeat week to week, right? So maybe it's workout, or maybe it's like at-home facial day, or paint my nails, get a manicure, whatever it is. You're supposed to do the same task every week. But let's be honest, a lot of weeks don't work like that. So what I love about this is you can set different goals every single week. And that is why I love this product so stinking much. Next up, let's take a look at the A5 Quarterly Undated Daily Planner. Y'all, I'm going to say this right now. After flipping through it and considering it and all of those things, I'm really mad that I didn't order enough for the year. My feelings about that may change, but as of right now, as I've been sitting and pondering my choices, I bought one because I'm like, I want to try it out, so I'm not going to buy the entire set because these are also $58 a piece. And if you do the math, you need 4 of them to get through the year. So it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But I think that this could work really well for me. I don't know. We'll find out. You have a really sturdy leather-like, faux leather-ish. I don't know if this is actually faux leather, but like it's close. This is high-end, y'all. This is high-end cover. And you have your Undated Daily. And then you see you've got your little tabbies here. You have your goal setting tab. So you get the same information. You get this exact same information that is in the assessment booklet for the companion notebooks. It's the exact same goal setting strategy, your little assessment over here, the same questions, the same intentions. This is all identical. 3 types of goals, your different types of monthly, weekly, daily, goal suggestions, and your annual goals. Now, let me tell you the realization I had that made me regret not buying all 4 of these at once. I had the realization because I also have the companion notebooks. My first thought was, because I had the companion notebooks, my first thought was, oh, I can save this one. Because I have the goal setting tools in here, I can save this assessment and annual goal thing in case something changes or I want to do a complete goals overhaul or whatever, because I have everything here. And then as I was flipping through this, I realized this. Yes, this says annual goals, right? But this is a quarterly daily. So what if I personally, because I have both of these things, set my annual goals in here, and instead of making these annual goals, these are quarterly goals, y'all. quarterly goals. So I can break down my annual goals into what I want to accomplish this quarter for the annual goals. Because then after you set your annual goals, you do your vision board and all that same stuff, you're into month number 1. And like we said, these are undated, so you get to date it yourself. You can start it whenever you want. And then you have monthly goals. So what if you took it a step further and you had annual goals, quarterly goals, monthly goals, weekly goals? Oh, as soon as I had that realization, I was like, why did I not buy all 4? Why did I not buy all 4? Now, that might be way overwhelming to you, or you might be sitting there rolling your eyes going, Brianna, that is absolutely not how I would use this product. And that's totally fine. This is the realization I had for me personally. And I was like, oh, yes, this like new levels of reasons I should have this product. So I might obtain the uncoiled ones or the other ones of these just because, y'all, oh my gosh. Anyway, so with each tab, you start on the blank monthly layout. And then as I showed you, you get to set your goals for the month for each category. And then just like the weekly, or just like the companion notebooks, you get this page. And this is where you plan out your entire week. So far this content is the exact same as the companion notebooks. Here is where we start differing things. This layout right here is what I wish Erin Condren had in their daily planner. If they did this, oh my gosh. What is this? What is this? What am I going on about? This is a week at a glance page that you get before your daily pages. Before your daily pages, you guys. So that means that you can actually have your whole week at a glance and your daily in one book. In one book. It's brilliant and I love it. So, can you guys even see this? I don't even know. Is that a little bit better? I'm hoping that that's better. So up here you have week of and what your focus is, and then you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, where you can just write in your appointments, write in the important things you need to know about your week at a glance, right? And then here are what the daily pages look like. They appear to be very plain for somebody who is used to the Erin Condren colorfulness, right? But there are a lot of things about this that I really like, and the more I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like, could this be the next thing for me? I don't know. So you write your date because it's undated, your focus of the day, and then you have 3 dark bullet points here. My logic would say these are your today's top 3. It is a technique that I love to use. A lot of people use it. It is the, if I do nothing else today, what 3 things need to get done? Yes, there's an entire list of checklists right over here for other things that you can add to your to-do list, but what are the 3 most important things that I need to do? So for me, we've got our to-do list, we've got today's top 3, and then here, I don't know if you can see, can you make out that there are, oh, not if it doesn't focus. Can you see the little colons in between here? This section right here is your appointments. So you actually write in the time and what you're doing. So it doesn't have an overall time block situation. Instead, you get to dictate which times are written down here and what is written over here. So you have complete freedom to customize this as you see fit. And I really like it. There's a lot, and then down at the bottom here, there's a little dot grid, and then there's these little 3 blank things here. Let me know in the comments below, what would you use these for? And then there's 1 day on every page, so 1 here and 1 here, front and back. You get 1 day every page. And it's just great. And then at the end of the week, you have a dot grid. Reflect on wins, what worked, what didn't, lessons learned, and adjustments needed. And then you start again. Weekly actions. New week, new goals. So you set that up. You have your week at a glance, and then you have your daily pages, right? And that is what it looks like for the entire month until we get to the next tab page. On the next tab page, you have a cute little saying here, and then you have a monthly reflections page. So you reflect on the last month, and then you start the new month. So you have another blank calendar. You have another page for monthly goals, and then boom, we are in with the weekly action items and week 1 of month 2. right? So everything else is completely the same. We flip to the end of month number 2. We have the monthly reflections and a new quote, and it's more of the same. All the way at the end here, there's another tab here that says assessment. And this is where your quarterly assessment hangs out. So now it's the end of the quarter. You have filled up the daily planner. Congratulations to you. Quarterly assessment time, just like in the companion notebooks. So you fill that out, and then this little tabby says extras. Extras here, we have future plans. So it just says month, and then it's got a separate box for every month. So that's for if you want to plan ahead a little bit more. And then you have a generous number of lined notebook pages. The lined note, that's not an insignificant amount, right? And then you're in the back. You have a cute little folder back here. And then something I was super psyched to see in here. You can't actually see what those say, can you? These are clear month stickers. Here, let me pull out one of these. So look at that. See, they're clear stickers that go on your tabs, your blank tabs. So then you can label what months that they are in, which is pretty cool if you ask me. So then in the very back, you have a double-sided pocket. You've got some stickers all color-coded and ready for use, which is awesome. Stretch goal labels, little banners, little category labels, and color-coding dots. And then at the very back, you have this little folder thing, which is actually feeling pretty sturdy. So that is your look at the Undated quarterly planner. Like I said, this book was $58, and the unfortunate reality is if you like this, you gotta buy 4 of them. They come in 4 different colors, and they're beautiful, just like the companion notebooks, but it is pricey. It's worth it, but it's pricey, just so you know. Okay, now let's talk about a couple of really cool, new and exciting things. Okay, so first, if you purchase during launch week, I think up to the 24th, you get this for free. I highly recommend you do that. If you can't see what it says 2022 year-end reflections. Literally an entire notebook dedicated to reflecting on this past year. I was so excited to see this in my box. Review, reflect, and celebrate your progress. And then you get a year in review, so you get to go and do another compass, and then you go back and look at your old compass scores for the beginning of the year and see how you did overall. And then it's basically one giant journaling thing, right? Which I think is really valuable. I really like that this is in here because it allows you to really take time and before you start any of your goal setting, whether you're using Makse Life or Makse Life Plus power sheets like I am, before you do any of it, you get to sit back and really reflect on 2022. So you look at your wins, you look at your highlights, challenges and lessons, growth and gratitude, what is working and what is not working, impact, adjustments, reflections. Oh my gosh, it's so good. A letter to me. Write a letter to yourself for 2023. Use this as an opportunity to remind yourself of what you're working towards and why, to give yourself words of encouragement or to channel a message from your future self. Have fun and be kind to yourself. And then use these blank pages to brain dump for reflections or brain dump for 2023. And you have a couple of blank pages. I think this is great. I believe these will also be for sale if you decide that you're not going to order in the first week here. But you guys, it's such an easy thing. If you know you're gonna get some of the Makse Life products, order them so you get this for free because I think this is a really, really valuable tool. So valuable. So I love this. And then we have these special guys over here, and I am super pumped about these. These are the things that I plan on starting to use now this quarter, actually. These are the Daily Reflections and Gratitude Notebook and the Daily Intentions Notebook. One of these is meant for you to do in the morning, and one of these is meant for you to do at night. The Daily Intentions Notebook. These are 60 pages, and each page is one day. So there's 30 pieces of paper, and they're front and back. So all it is this on repeat. But I think, again, super, super valuable in setting your intentions for the day. So here's what we have here. Every day looks like this. It's just front and back. This is all the same, right? So you set your daily intentions. So every morning you get up and you go, how am I feeling? How do I want to feel? What do I need today to feel good? What do I want to attract to myself today? Today I will let go of and say no to. Today I will embrace who is someone I want to make a mindful connection with today. What is something I can do in 15 minutes or less that will positively impact my life? And today's mantra and affirmation. That's it. If you are a journaler, this should be easy peasy for you. If you are not a journaler, consider this to be your daily journal. Like, just, it's a little something something, right? And you just do it every single day. It's light, it's compact, it's easy to bring with you if you're going somewhere, and it's just such a simple act for getting your head in the right mindset before your day starts. And I love that so much. So that is something that will be available. And then the flip side of that is this will also be available, the Daily Reflections and Gratitude Notebook. So like the other notebook, it is the same length, it is the same concept, it's 1 page per day, but this one you do at night. Daily Reflections and Gratitude. So after your day is all said and done and you're sitting down to set your desk up or your planner or your day up for tomorrow, you do this. How I felt today. Rank your energy level 1 to 10. Rank your mood 1 to 10. Today, I am grateful for the following. So it works your daily gratitude in. Keep it concise. Find things in that day to be grateful for, you know? Something that brought me joy. Today's wins. How I grew today. Today, I am proud of myself for. And what is something I can do tomorrow to make it a good day? Y'all, so simple. But if you stop and think about the power that these two notebooks could have when used together, like, do you see why I'm so pumped about the fact that they're undated and I can start using them tomorrow if I want to? Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about these. So those are the two accessory type things that I got. And like I said, I also ordered the Moxie markers, but they are not in yet, so I have no opinion on them yet. But I'm sure they're great. I'm a sucker for color coding, so I love the idea of having color coding markers to use to make my little dots in my companion notebooks and in this planner. So those are my thoughts for the Makse Life launch for 2023. Check out the other members of the review crew because there are a ton of other products that I personally decided not to purchase because I knew I would not use them. But if you're looking for the weekly planners and like the flagship product and seeing what else is out there, there's digital stuff as well. Go ahead and look for other members of the review crew because they will have other reviews for you. If you would like to purchase, I have the links to everything down in the description box below, and they are affiliate links because I am a Makse Life affiliate. Thank you so much for supporting me in the process of buying your 2023 planning. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you pumped about this collection? What is the favorite thing in this video that you saw? Let me know in the comments section. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.